like this, is it? You have a working one that actually working. Really? That's a tool. I'm pretty fast. Let's start with listen. We're not gonna touch because that's nasty, but surprise. Seems most of it's coming. That's interesting. It's a little more. There's a bike. I'm just launched it by window. I just got back from a place called Oxenoble, which is the little restaurant that I just ate at. Had some fish and chips and then wings. It was decent, nothing special. Yeah, I'm just gonna relax today. There's a lot going on for work, kind of behind the scenes right now. So I'm waiting, and I will update you with the information that I can. But for now, anyways, I'm just gonna relax, play some games, and wait for an update from work. I just woke up from a nap to some information from the office, and I think it'll kind of be easiest to explain from the beginning. So I've had off the last 3-4 days here in Manchester because we were supposed to play in Italy. Now, Italy's games got canceled or are getting postponed because of the coronavirus. So we're gonna hang out, wait for those dates to pass, and then pick up at the next country, which was France. And we were cleared for France for a while, and then they put a limit on events over 5,000 people. And then recently, either yesterday or 2 days ago, I'm not sure, they had lowered that number down to events of 1,000 people, which, all our games are over 1,000 people. So that kind of puts us out of work in France. Now, overall, that's about a month of just being off and doing nothing. So instead of that, the final decision has been made that we're gonna go back to the States and continue to work domestically with the tour that I started on until the next country pops up, which is Finland. So then when those dates arrive, we'll go back out, and by then they're hoping to have rescheduled Italy and France and tack it on to the end of the original European tour dates. Now I was originally only having this week off, planning to go to Ireland actually today and come back Saturday. But right before I booked it, about half an hour before I, was getting ready to click the final buttons, our tour manager got in contact with me. I was like, hey, don't book that trip yet. Thursday, we're flying out of here. Now, at this point, we weren't sure if we were just going home or going back to tour. They asked for home cities where we wanted to fly to. So I decided that for that month off, I was gonna spend a week with my grandparents and then rejoin the European tour when it was time. So I'd have a week with my grandparents and then like 2.5-3 weeks at home. And then when the Finland dates came up, I would fly back out and start working again. But like I had mentioned, they finalized that we were going to be rejoining our tour instead of just going home and having that month off. So all those plans kind of just got canceled, one right after the other. As quick as they were set up, they were canceled. So now there's no more days off, and we're going right from European tour, putting that on pause, going back to the domestic tour, and then we'll be leaving that again when the time comes to continue the European tour. So I hope that made sense. Basically, all you need to know is the coronavirus is messing with our ability to play venues safely. So we're gonna put the European tour on pause, rejoin our original domestic tour, and then come back in about a month. It is now like 2:45, and the bus leaves at 3 to London, and then I fly from London to Philly, and then Philly to Norfolk, Virginia, and then I'll rejoin my tour there. But for now, we got a long drive to the airport. I think it's about 5 hours, so I'm just gonna pass out. And yeah, it's gonna be weird chopping this video up, so I think I'm just gonna throw this at the end, and then I'll see you guys later. I landed in Philly and got through customs. I'm supposed to be headed to Norfolk, but as soon as we landed, we got another little update from the office, and now we're going home. So rather than trying to figure out a flight and everything to Harrisburg and then drive home from Harrisburg, it's a lot quicker to just Uber home from here in Philly. So I'm gonna call that Uber, and I'll be home tonight.
Some things you leave the chance. Your team aren't one of them. That's why Crest Proactive Defense shields against.
Hey, who's a good girl? You are. I am now home for at least like a week. I'll head out whenever I get an update. Whenever that next plane ticket gets sent in the email, that's when I'll be out on tour. It'll probably start back domestically before we go overseas again. But I did want to just give a heads up that there won't be really any videos until we go back overseas, just because I won't be doing it. I'll just be hanging out with friends and working out, which isn't too exciting. I mean, I find it fun, but yeah, that's it. And then if I do start domestically, we usually don't go to any wild cities or anything, so it's very typical cities, like your home city, my home city. Nothing special, or nothing too special, I should say. But yeah, that'll be it for me for now.